Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wizards Outlook. We're joined as always. We got Raymond Lyons, Cardo Dudley Jr., Wilson Tarpe Jr. The Washington Wizards end. They have come to the end of this West Coast swing. It ends with a 130 to 108 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. Vintage Klay Thompson made an appearance in the first quarter of this game. And I wish there was more to throw behind that. But which one of you gentlemen would like to take it from here?
You want me to go? I'll go, man. Look, just be brief. OG NBA scout, super OG, once said that it's known around the NBA. It's like an unwritten, not an unwritten rule, but it's just a known thing. When teams from the East go out on a West Coast trip, they're going to lose big on the last game of that road trip, and they're going to lose big in the first game back home. That's just known. They every team kind of from the East Coast that make that trip out west, it's been known, like you just pencil that in. You know what I'm saying? Like you just assume those going to be losses because the last game they're ready to go home off that trip. And the first game back at home, they're still recovering from that trip. Then they get their legs and stuff out of them and all that. Obviously, the special teams, that don't apply to them. They're going to win regardless or be competitive. With that said, you had that came to mind tonight. But you combine that with all of the issues that the Wizards have had all season. No connectivity defensively, bad shot selection. You clearly at the Kuz's latest comments, you have guys going this way, going that way, instead of everybody coming together to try to correct this thing. You get what you get tonight. You get Klay Thompson in the first quarter pretty much beating the Wizards by himself. You get Klay Thompson looking like 60-point Klay Thompson, the one with 11 dribbles to get to 60. He looked like in that mode. And you're down 42-16 in the first quarter. The game is basically over. And Klay had 21 of those points. 7 of 11 from the field, 7 of 10 from deep. Dallas made 16 field goals in the first quarter, and Klay had 7 of them by himself. Also, the Wizards as a team only had 7 field goals, so Klay matched their field goal total totally as a team. The game is over, man. Like, again, when the game was over, Dallas knew they had a game wrapped up second half. The Wizards, some guys show competitiveness, they fight back or whatnot, but it's just a continuation of what we've been saying all year. It's the same thing, and this shows no signs of improvement. Again, we know what they're tanking for. We know what they're tanking. We know that. They got to maintain their pick in the first round. They're hoping to get the first pick, so they have a shot at, let's be real, Cooper Flag, who should be the number 1 pick this year. Unless there's some kid out there that no one knows about that special that the Wizards scouting department feels the guy. You know what I mean? But right, as we know, it's Cooper Flag is going to be the number 1 pick, so they're trying to get that. But there's still no guarantees with that, which is why you should still compete. Part of the development is not just throwing the young boys out there just to learn the NBA game and learn how to thrive in the NBA world. You also want to show them how to win. And how to win on this level. They know how to win on other levels, college, other pro leagues that SAR's been in and all that. This is not a good introduction for them, man. This is not, man. And this is, to me, rock bottom because you're still NBA players. You have champions on your team. You have guys that won championship. They know what winning requires. They know what winning looks like. Yet none of that is filtering down throughout the team at all to be competitive, even if we know you're tanking to get the number 1 pick. They're not going to admit it, but we know it is what it is. Otherwise, you're going to lose your first round pick. If you lose your first round pick, that hurts your development overall as a team, as an organization. You should still compete, man. You should still compete to win, dog. And this was just, I'm ready to go home type effort. And Klay was like, much obliged. I'm going to send you home in style. And that's what you saw tonight. and then everybody else just chipped in when needed, and chilling. Like, come on, man. Kyrie only took 9 shots tonight, 27. Like, the starters only played 20-something minutes, only played half the game. There was no need for them to keep playing. Y'all get some rest. We get ready for the next one. These guys are already done. As an NBA player, no, scratch that. As a basketball player, period, as a competitor, for the opposing team to look at you and be like, not even halftime, this game is really over. Sit the starters, let the young pups, the reserves and stuff, 2 ways and all them, let them get their minutes. Let them get some experience. Go ahead. For that to be the case in January, we ain't even at All-Star break yet. We're a couple weeks out. For that to be the case already, it's just sad, man. All you can do is shake your head, because it's like, I mean, what else can we really say that we haven't said already? I mean, damn, we can't even get to like breakdowns and analysis and little details again, because like, oh, let's start, just bring effort, winning effort. Let's start there. Game to game. Can you do that? Just do that. And clearly, how many losses in a row is it, Wilson? 14, you said?
I think it's 14 right now. It's 14 straight, going back to the last one was against Chicago at home, which should have been December, I think. I got to double check.
But regardless, this is their second streak of double-digit losses this season, and we're not even at All-Star break yet.
I don't know what I don't remember the first number was, but I feel like it's 14 apiece.
Nah, remember the other one, they was about to break the record. It was like 16, 17, somewhere up in that range. They was about to break
so it was higher.
Yeah, if I recall right. So regardless, it's still double-digit losing streaks, and you haven't even reached All-Star break yet. I don't even know which more else I need to say, man. It's just, yeah, man. Ray, you can take it from here.
I mean, there's really not much more to say. It's just continues to be embarrassing. Yeah, at some point, like you said, you know what they're doing from a strategic standpoint, and you know, to protect their draft pick and all that. I get it, but you can't be out there like this. It's a way to do this and still remain have a shred of dignity. Like, they just, how you just let somebody end the game in the first quarter, like literally from the tip, it was just no coming back. You pointed out, you know, this being a bad introduction to the league for the youngsters, and these guys have potential, but coming out here for this every night, that can sour your experience and just kind of get you off on the wrong foot. And it's with no real veteran leadership in the locker room. Like, I mean, it's not a good start to the NBA careers of some guys that can potentially do something in this league. Hopefully, they're able to remain professional and continue to try to develop some good habits, but it's hard to do that when you're surrounded by this. Yeah, man, this one was tough to watch. Yeah, I don't know, man. At some point, pride's got to kick in, and you just got to say we can't go out like that. I mean, they're approaching 40 losses, and we're not even at the All-Star break yet. You can stand to win a couple at this point. Like, seriously, man, it's just embarrassing. I don't really have another word for it.
All right, the only little what were we talking earlier about, the 2 double-digit loss streaks. So sometime I went to count and double count. 16 was that first stretch. Mm-hmm. And then right now we're at 14. Again, think about what Cardo said at the top of this recap, talking about, you know, the wise words from that veteran scout. If that turns to be true, Washington comes home, they host the Raptors, followed by the Lakers before they go right back out on the road. But
and 1-20 on the road.
And when they go back on the road, it's not back to back to back, but it's 3 games. It's out Minnesota, then back to the East Coast before they're home again. I don't know what's up, how they have. I swear to goodness, they just really have Cleveland scheduled at the most unfortunate times this season on a regular basis, but it's nuts. You got Toronto and the Lakers this week, right? You leave, you go to Minnesota, you come back to the East Coast for Charlotte and Brooklyn on the road. And then it's Cleveland and Atlanta on a back-to-back at home. Again, you come back home to Cleveland.
It wouldn't be unfortunate if they just compete. They would have more wins. And then it's just another game on the schedule. You know what I mean? At this point, man, it got to be about pride, dog. Like, so I don't promote violence. But after a loss like this, there should be a couple fights in the locker room, dog. Like, I mean, we should hear some. It was some altercation type stuff, dog. Like, how are you cool with this? Like, just being a competitor, like after NBA, the glitz and glamour, the money, the salary, just pride. Like, take it back to the playground, the blacktop, the neighborhood. Think about how you would feel if you getting smacked every game in your neighborhood, in the outdoor court, dog. Like, you just getting destroyed, yo. We going 11, you losing 11-2 every game. Y'all can't even get back on the court. Think about how you would look at your teammates and stuff. Like, think about that. Now you on this stage, the highest level in the game, and you just laying down like this. Come on, man. It's just, you know, Michael Jordan, Last Dance. I understand. I really do understand why you led the way you led, because he came into a situation like this. It's like, I'll be damned when we go back down that road, man. Like, no, we're gonna stay on top. I get it. Because come on, man, it's hard to watch. Imagine you being a part of it.
Yeah, that's a hell of a toll. It's a toll on those watching, and like you said, those that are literally a part of it. But they're on the way back, and you got 2 home games this week. I think we getting Clay player of the game.
And he was the X factor.
Okay, cool. All right. We're going to check in with you guys later this week after Toronto and LA. They got the Raptors. We're always the Raptors, regardless of what's going on in life. The Raptors are annoying and feisty. They're the Raptors. And if, again, you need to make sure you got your stuff together, man. Come Wednesday. You don't want to have a horrible Wednesday going into Thursday. Just don't need that. The last time, AD had a great time last time out. Just throwing that out there. Like, he had a blast. So we'll check in with you guys 2 more times this week. At the very least, appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight.